All right, so we're going to do an update on voice search registration. So voice search registration is huge. When we started simplybefound.com 4 years ago, and I walked into Dean's office of his business when I had my agency and I was doing his marketing. And I said, "Hey, Dean, are you being found on voice search?" Which, if you don't know, Dean is one of the co-founders of simplybefound.com, just like I am. And he did a search for his business and he was not being found. And we were sitting in there. Three of his competitors came up, and he did not come up. Bugged the living bejesus out of him. Absolutely crawled underneath his skin. He's like, "All right, how do we solve this? This is a huge piece." Well, it's taken off by storm. Now you got people calling you up and saying, "Hey, you're not registered for voice search." By the way, most of those guys are making phone calls, or gals. They're making phone calls off of a list. They don't even know who your business is. They're just calling you. So when you get those phone calls, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not registered for voice search. It just means that you made it somewhere onto their call list of a business that they should call and try to sell. So inside of the world of sales, we buy lists all the time to be able to go through and make those phone calls. We don't do it. We're not going to call you unless you call us. We don't have to do that. We are 100% organic for how we're found. We do a little bit of ads every once in a while, but for the most part, most people find us either by referrals, YouTube, or by word of mouth of some sort. So we're not the ones making those phone calls. I want to make that really clear, as that's just not the way we do it. We're not cold calling. But those guys buy those lists, and I've sold those lists. I've bought those lists in the past, just for other things, never for voice search, but they buy this business list and then they go off of those data points, and that's what they end up calling. But that's not what we're having this video about. We're going to talk about how to get you found on voice search and what it's going to do for your business. And does registration really exist? Well, registration really, truly doesn't exist. There's not somewhere you just go fill out the information and boom, you're all of a sudden you're found absolutely everywhere. You can register on different networks. So if you're going to go that approach, you might as well do it yourself. You might as well sign up for a business connect.apple.com. That's going to get you on Apple. That's going to get you on Siri. That's going to get you on any Apple device. You can go to bingplaces.com. That is going to get you on any Cortana piece or any Microsoft piece. So that's going to be Cortana voice search. Go to Google Business Profile, register for that. It's going to get you across the board on a lot of voice search networks. Let's talk about Alexa real quick. Alexa, as far as I know at the time of recording this, there's not a way to be able to just send directly to Alexa. Alexa grabs its data from other points and then brings that information into the voice search network. So as we're looking at that piece, that's a huge piece to be able to talk about, because it's going out and it's grabbing from multiple different networks. It's why inside of the local SEO, which voice search is part of local SEO, believe it or not, everything is tied to the same principle of content, authority, and trust. Those are the three pillars I pitch the most, because you requires all of those to be found on Google, Bing, voice search, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo. The list goes on and on and on. So, I mean, it hasn't changed. I remember doing stuff back in the 1990s. So 1995, 1996, when Lycos and Alta Vista were the search engines that used. I remember doing some of this stuff. It's the same principles, just as changed. You don't have keyword stuff anymore. You don't have what was called meta keywords, to where you have, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, comma. That doesn't really exist anymore. What exists is natural language. These crawlers will come to your website. They'll go through your data for all your local profiles. It picks up all that data, and then it makes the best decision of what to deliver. Remember, at the end of the day, every single search engine, I don't care if we're talking voice search, regular search, no matter what you're using for a platform, it wants to deliver the best result that it thinks you're going to like, because it wants you to come back and keep using it over and over and over again. So that is how voice search really works. And I think voice search is going to take a major run. It's going to be even more important than it ever has been as we start to go on. I think AI has really fueled up voice search, and I'm really excited to see where it is. So if you want to do everything from one spot, come check us out at simplybefound.com. We would love to be able to take all of your business information, blast it out, and help you be able to get more opportunities, more leads, and more sales for your business by getting yourself found by more local customers. So come check us out, simplybefound.com.